take a lot to stay light, you hear me? As the shirt implies. It's easier said than done. It take work to stay light. It take going within to stay light. Definitely can't depend on external things to stay light, you hear me? How y'all regeneration feel? I'm feeling good today. You know, I had one of the moments where I had an opportunity to sit down after my busyness. And you know how you when you had them opportunities to sit down after you've been ripping and running or doing what you have to do, so forth and so on, and you get an opportunity to sit down and you say, I'm gonna close my eyes for a minute, and you only intended to close your eyes for a minute, but the next thing you know, you in a nap. You basically don't took a nap, you know what I mean? And you don't know you don't took a nap till you wake up out that nap. You hear me? And though you ain't intend to take a nap, you was glad that you did take a nap because you was charged by it. You hear me? So I'm feeling good right now. I hope this message find all y'all feeling good right now. I feel regenerated. That's why I started out. How y'all regeneration feel? And regardless of the nap, we've been going through a regeneration since we started our regeneration for those who are on their journey of regenerating. You hear me? So how y'all regeneration feel? You hear me? It's different. It's definitely different. I was just thinking about the space I'm in life at the moment. And all it took for me to get in this space of what I would call drama-free living. You know, I don't know what that would look like for you, or how you would imagine it to look when it comes to drama-free living, but it's different. You hear me? It feel different. It sound different. So forth and so on. It's very different. You hear me? But what would that look like for you? You know? And what you waiting on? Cause you already know who it start with. You hear me? But what would that look like for you? To experience. Y'all pardon me. And I say it's different because I always got to distract the distractions, you hear me? We're going to get this done today. Drama-free living don't come without the experiences that would allow us to be in a drama-free space. So I said that to say it's gonna be repetitive from time to time, but we had all the experiences that we needed, you know. The only decision we gotta make is whether we gonna continue to see from it. For those who still continuing to do that, you only get what come with that, or whether or not you're gonna see above it. And then after we see above it, all we gotta do is be here. And that's something that kept reverberating in my mind all day. See above it and be here. See above it and be here. And I couldn't shake it, so I know it was trying to tell me something. And even if it wasn't trying to tell me something, it was trying to show me something. But the more I marinated in it, see above it and be here, I started realizing some things, you know. And as I was going through the travels that phrase was taking me through, in my mind, I realized all the things that I had to see through. You know, it's a lot of con in consciousness. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. But I had to see through all the con in consciousness. And on my way, I ain't like everything that I was being shown. I ain't like everything that I saw. I ain't like everything that I felt. And I ain't like everything that I was experiencing. And even though this was just taking place through a travel in my mind, it was reflective of different times that I had found myself in that place through different phases in my life. Stay with me. I say that to say, if you're on your way back to yourself, you won't either. You ain't gonna like everything you see. You ain't gonna like everything you feel. You ain't gonna like everything you experience. But it's up to you to make good of it. Not only make good of it, make good of it all. I did. I am. And I will continue. You hear me? Because I wanted to experience drama-free living. And I had to start with the reconditioning of my mind. It's different. You hear me? And for those who are on that path with me, how do your regeneration feel? I'm going to ask you again. You hear me? Because if you've been vibing with me, if you rock with Sawu, transformation has to occur. If you rock with Sawu, transformation has already occurred. Even if you don't recognize it in yourself, I can recognize it from right here where I'm at. And a lot of y'all I ain't never seen. And I don't have to know that transformation has occurred. Especially if you keep coming back. You hear me? And even in those who came through for a minute and didn't stick around and decided, well, this channel, you know, this page and what I'm doing here maybe wasn't for them, and that's okay. Transformation occurred in them too. You hear me? I had no doubt in my mind about that because I know how energy works. And if you know how energy works, you know it's all about the energy. You know? It ain't necessarily, it may have a lot to do with, you know, words, but it has more to do with energy, vibration, frequency, you know? So for those who are receptive and open to what my energy signature is on this plane called Earth to do, then it's you probably have found it beneficial for you. You hear me? Depending on your level of intent and where that's at. Otherwise, there ain't no telling what might occur for those who come who come in the wrong way. You hear me? But today was about mental regeneration. You know, I want to speak on mental regeneration. You know, today is about emotional regeneration. Today is about spiritual generation. Today is about physical regeneration. Today is about soul regeneration, you know. And not just today because I say today, but each and every day that we have a day, you know. It's about regeneration. It's about ascension. It's about being better. Not being perfect, but being better. You hear me? And I say that because it takes work to keep the light on. For any of us who don't turn our light on, for any of us who don't got tuned in, who don't got tapped in, tuned and tuned out and turned up, we know it take work to keep that light on. You hear me? It just don't be on cause you want it on. You hear me? Otherwise it would have been on a long time ago. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. But it take work to keep that light on. You hear me? And anybody who don't begun a spiritual path, anybody who have ever got on a spiritual path for inner development, inner work, in the process of waking up, activating, and raising up the kundalini, your light body, your chi, your prana, you know, your energy centers, or whatever you may know it as. You hear me? You know, it took work to do it. You hear me? It took work to do it. And